Hello, my name is Kristin. I'm 30 years old and I live in Norway, in Oslo, or just outside of Oslo. And I identify as myself. I have a partner, John. We've been together for 4 years and we've lived together for over 3 years, like 3 years and 3 months or whatever, and we have bought a house finally. It's very nice there. It has really brought us peace, bought us both. And yeah, we're not married, we're just living together, and that's fine. John, if you're watching this, you're allowed to propose anytime. It's okay, just not on Valentine's Day. And yeah, and when we were in Florida, when John was having his surgery this January, I met Kim and Carrie and Danielle, and someone had this crazy idea to start this channel, and I had to be a part of it. And even though I can't speak well English, I see it as a challenge. And when I went through the worst parts with John and his transition, I didn't really have I didn't have YouTube. I felt like YouTube was for just trans guys. Like there was all these trans guys, talking about themselves, but that didn't really help me. And I have had friends that went through the same thing. I could talk with my best friend about anything, but still it's good to, hear other like girlfriend stories, or have the opportunity to ask questions. Just to feel like I'm not the only one in the world with these problems or thoughts and craziness in my head. And so I think this channel is a great idea. I learned now that there are more channels devoted to girlfriends or maybe boyfriends, and that's great. And so this is my contribution. So just ask us or ask me questions and I'll try to answer. Well, I can tell you about how me and John met. And we met at a party. There was this friend of mine who wanted me to support her because she had made out with John the weekend before, and she was real afraid to go to this party. It was her best friend's party and she had to go. So I tagged along and I met John, and we just instantly connected, and I just hunted him down on Facebook. He wasn't he then, he was like a woman on the outside. And he was my first girlfriend, yeah. And we, sent messages on Facebook, a lot about music and interest, and I was like this huge crush. And I asked him to go treasure hunting with me, geocaching, but I call it treasure hunting. And John wasn't sure. He didn't believe me. He went anyway. And apparently John's mother had said, "Where's this girl? Be careful." And I proved to John that this was real, and we just continued dating, and we lived very close. So we met, in the middle of the night and like half drunk, and it was a really nice time. It was the best time ever. And Then I moved in with John 9 months after. And now we've been together for 4 years. And we have a house and a cat. And it's great. You know, it's the toughest relationship I've ever been in. I've only been with men before, and it's been very, not easy, but easier. Frustrating, I guess, in other ways. Me and John, we have this connection that is awesome, but still we can, at least we used to have like huge fights, especially before John came out, and that was really hard, but we got over it, and we had to talk a lot, and sometimes you just get so tired of talking, but it's the only thing that helps, and I have my issues as well, so yeah, it's been a long journey and it's not ended yet, so yeah, and have gender redefined my sexual identity? No. I said that very weird. Have this gender switching thing redefined my sexual identity? No. I don't care much about gender, really. I just care about the person. I was confused because when John was, you know, a woman on the outside, I thought that this was perfect for me. This is how I fit in. This has completed me to be with a woman. And now John is a man, and I still feel complete. So it didn't have anything about gender to do. It's just a person. But my my brain thought it was the gender, and it was really difficult to go from being a heterosexual to a lesbian, because everyone has to have this label. Oh, so you're a lesbian now, or are you bisexual? It's okay with these questions, I don't mind, but it's really funny because who cares? Well, they care, or they're just, I think they're most curious, really. They survive not knowing, but it's kind of funny talking about it. I like it. But thinking about, in general, that people have to have these labels, and that's kind of frustrating because it doesn't change anything. Yeah. And so this is me. I'm the Wednesday girl. I'm not sure. If you have any questions, just put them out there and I'll answer. And this is my first ever YouTube video, so please bear with me. And have a nice day or night or wherever you are or whenever you're watching this. Yeah.